Hello. So I just recorded another kind of Let's Play series for Minecraft, and I thought, well, why not do sort of a, not tutorial really, but I'll show you how I actually edit the clips after that. And here are actually all the video files for it. I just renamed them, just make it simpler when I add them to the editor. And what I do here is that I actually record with a software called DxTory or Dextory, what you call it. And I use that software because it will record the audio onto different tracks, audio tracks. So the game audio will be on one track and the mic will be on a separate track. And if you record with Fraps, it can't do that. Fraps record all the audio into a single track. And I want separate tracks because I want to be able to sort of edit the microphone audio a little bit separately. And you can't do that with if you have record with Fraps because you edit all the audio. So how do I get this audio files? These are the microphone only. So if I just... Alright, so I fixed it. It's just the audio mic around. And this will be the game footage. So what you do when you have Dextory installed, you just right click on the video file and you do have this extract audio stream. And it will actually extract two audios here. You can see it's ST0 and ST1. And the ST0 is the game audio. And it actually depends on how you set up the Dextory. But for me, the 0 is the game audio. But I don't need that because the game audio is in the video file already. So I only need the one that's called ST1, that's the microphone. So let's do it like this and extract. It can get annoying if you got a bunch of video clips like this, but yeah. And remove the, you see they are exactly the same length as well. So 5 and last one, number 6, extract. So I do this before I actually start Premiere Pro. And see here. All right, so now I got the video footage and the game audio and now the microphone audio. I can just enter that because I don't need them. And now I actually start Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro. And I just start a new project and I don't save my projects really because I don't need to edit them later. And I select HTV 1080p 30 and I actually record in 2999 as you can see, like that. Okay. And I go to media browser and where they are stored, and they are stored in Dextory folder. And here you see the videos and the audio. Here are the video clips and that's the microphone. And that's why I named them like this. So just drag the video in like that and change sequence, yes. And we do some peak file stuff. And of course the microphone number 1 as well underneath. and then video number 2, and microphone number 2, and let's drag this a bit like this, and going number 3, and microphone number 3, 4, 4. Let's drag it out a bit more. So number 5, microphone 5 as well, and number 6, the last one, plump, and like that. All right, now we got all of the video and audio in here, and you see there are extra channels here, and I don't really need them, so I just right click, delete tracks, and delete audio tracks, and it's set to all empty tracks like that, because I only need this. And I can right away just hello. So I just, that's working fine. And now I'm actually going to edit the microphone audio a little bit. And that's kind of nice that you have a separate audio track for that. And I right click on this first one, and I'm going to edit clip in Adobe Audition like this, and I select everything, and I'm actually going to Effects, Filter, EQ, and then the 30 band equalizer, and I set this curve up already, as you can see, and then I just press apply and save, and it will automatically just import that into Premiere Pro. That's kind of nice with the Adobe software. They are connected, the different software. Adobe Audition, select everything, and effects, EQ, 30 band, apply, save, and edit Audition, yes. And effects, filter, EQ, 30 band, apply. Oh, save it first. And of course, if the volume is very low, I can actually adjust that as well. But so far it looks pretty good, actually. Filter, EQ, 30 band, apply, save. 2 more to go. And effects, and 30 band, airplay. And last one like this. And like that. All right. So next we should actually, I will add, I don't want to edit too much, so the only thing I add here is a transition, so audio, crossfade, and exponential fade. And I only put that, this is the audio, so on the beginning here, like that, and also that one, and at the end file. So it will fade in the audio, and then I should have a video transition as well, and it should be the dissolve, adaptive dissolve, and I put that on the beginning here. You see it turns black, and at the end, like that. and it just pastes it in.
Hello.
So that's it. And I always go back to the beginning. And now I just export this, and you need to have the sequence here selected. You see the orange bar here. And I go to File and Export, Media. And then I'm actually going to select the H.264. And no, I don't want Android tablet. I actually go down here and actually tap Y first. Oops. Y. And go down, and here you see YouTube, different presets for YouTube, and I recorded in 2997. And I record that because of the Premiere Pro here, so they will actually match. And then I'm actually going to give it a name. I don't have a name for it right now, so I just save it as sequence 1, and it's going to be in the project folder on the D drive. The storage drive, that's the original files over there, the video files, and I have a separate folder here for the projects, and also this is a scratch drive, and this D drive here called VM. These are actually 2 SSDs in a RAID 0, and you might think why I'm not recording to these ones, and that's because they are quite small. They are 160 gigabyte each. So in rated mode I get 320 gig. But the problem is these video files are quite large when I record, and a 30-minute video won't fit on this drive. It will be completely full. So that's why I record to the storage here, and those are 2 1 terabyte drives in RAID 0 as well. But anyway, save it like that. Oops. So H.264, YouTube, like that, and I'm actually going to edit this preset a little bit. If you go down here and you scroll and level here, change that to 4.2. Problem is that when you do, it will change the frame rate as well, so I change that back to 2997. And then I scroll further down, and target bitrate and maximum bitrate is now set to 8, but I think that's a little bit too low, so I go 12, and it will automatically change the maximum bitrate there as well. So that's what I do, and the last thing I actually check, you see the summary here, it says output, and it says 1920 by 1080, 2997 frames per second, progressive, VBR2 pass, and target 12 megabits. All right. And audio is AAC, 320 kilobits, and 48 kilohertz stereo. And by the way, the microphone is actually recorded in mono, but the game audio is stereo. So, and now I just press export, and I'm actually not going to do that while I'm recording, but it will start to render, and about a 30-minute video on my computer like this will take about an hour to render. So yeah, that's kind of how I do things. So then I just upload that exported video and add some thumbnails and stuff. So yeah, see you later.